Morning YouTube. So here's a video, quick video. It's kind of an in-between a video I'm going to be also posting, but this is like right in the middle of the next one, which is working on the 424. But in this video, I'm actually making really robust steering linkages for the 424, which was the whole point of me working on the 424. It was busted, so I replaced them. So here's the video. Hope you enjoy it, and I'm also be posting up an update on the 424. All right, as you know, one of the main reasons I'm even working on the 424 is because of this busted steering linkage, which obviously has seen better days. It's pretty pitted. And this was the whole reason why I had to work on the 424 to begin with. This busted loose. I had jammed it in a few times to get it to work, and then it just wouldn't stay. And then when I went to go take the ball out for this end, that's when I snapped it inside the steering gear, and that's how I got where I am now. So now back to the original fix on this tractor is making up some new steering linkages. So I've made one, and it's pretty beefy. I kind of did this, the same thing on my 18G a while ago. So slightly different variation, but this is basically what I'm making. All the parts I got from McMaster Carr. For those of you who don't know, McMaster Carr was, the delivery speed of McMaster Carr was way ahead of Amazon, even before Amazon was even a thought. McMaster Carr, I've been doing this very short delivery times for the last 20 or so years that I've been using them. So they were way ahead of the curve as far as fast delivery. But I digress. So back to the steering linkage. So let me just show you what. Let me tough here. Let me just switch some hands. All right, as you can see, so this piece is a 12-inch piece, and I trimmed off, enough to make it 7 3/4 long. So double check that. Tough doing this with one hand. So yeah, there we go. 7 3/4. Right there. Sorry about the reflection, but there it is. 7 3/4. So 12 inches. Trim it down to 7 3/4. Drill, tap the ends, 3/8 24. And there you go. So I put one nut on it to keep the whole system from rotating, and one section falling out. I know a purist would sit there and go, hey, make it a turnbuckle, make it a left-handed thread on one and a right-handed thread on the other. I can't justify buying a left-handed thread just to do that. So I just got two right-handed threads because I had the tap, and I basically just put a nut on one side just to keep it from loosening and unraveling. So, but let me get this cut down, and then we'll start drilling it. All right, so I faced off. This is on the video. I faced off the end, drilled it. Now I'm tapping it. I always put start the tap in the tailstock so it's on center, and then basically finish it in the vise. I will not give any tips on machining or lathe work or anything like that. I have so many mistakes and bad habits, and I am not very technically gifted to do that, so I do not even attempt to tell people how to machine, because I really made it up as I went along and made so many mistakes and still make tons of mistakes. So I ended up using this it's a little square driver that I use. Seems to be a little faster for doing this type of work instead of the spanner wrench. So that's what I use. So yeah, just, you know, I was always taught with taps, take your time, don't rush them, and because you're in trouble if you break them, because they are very hard, brittle material, so to get them back out is not an easy task. This is, I'll put a link in the description of what this hex bar stock is that I got from McMaster, or I'll do a snapshot of my order or something like that. But the bar stock was, I think, $8 each, and then the turnbuckles on these end were $10 each. So I think the whole thing cost me about $60. So, which is a little more expensive than I think a lot of people might want to spend. I've seen different guys use different stuff. The most, to me, do I need to use the bar stock? No. To me, the more expensive part is the turnbuckle the ball joint anyways. So this is, you know, $8 to do this and machine it. I like machining once in a while, so wouldn't be able to do it for a living. Don't have the patience. But all right. All right, let's check it out. And we're good. Could probably go a little deeper, but I could use this one for the the nut side, and I'll do the other one just a little deeper. So I just got to make sure I hit my 9.5 inches center to center. I'll be back. All right, so I tapped both sides. Ooh, sorry about that. Both sides are tapped. I see that there. Yeah, so they're both tapped with 3/8 by 24 pitch. So both are done about 1.5 inches deep, because I think those are about 1.25 inches. So I do about 1.5 inches deep because it's a tapered tap. It's not a bottoming one, so it's a little bit tapered here. So you got to compensate for a little bit of this. So now I'm gonna get rid of that sharp edge right there. I'm just gonna break that on the lathe, and we'll be done. All right, so I don't know if you can see it, sorry. Broke the edges, as you can see, and we're done. The only thing we're gonna do left is wash it and then paint it real quick, because I didn't do this on my 18G, and this is literally totally rusted up on it. So I gotta scrape, take it off and paint it. So I'll once I'll have to wash it and then put it in the furnace room. It's a little too cold to spray paint out here, so I'll warm it up in there, and then we'll be done.